Okay, cool. Welcome back to another stream, everyone. So today we are planning the adaptive control units. Essentially, it's something that we're going to need for the space elevator. You never guess. That seems to be like the only progress we make towards anything. So hopefully we can get in here, get settled, and you get. There we go. All right, cool. So this is going to be an interesting build. I'm unsure about how exactly to go about this, so we're just going to kind of jump in and hope for the best. We're already at base. Essentially, you haven't missed much if you weren't here last time. And essentially the only thing I've done, YouTube was on top of it for Twitch. That's crazy. Is YouTube becoming the way, man? God, I have so much planning to do. It's unbelievable. But essentially, we're going to be utilizing the calculator. So essentially, this is what we got. I have adaptive control units, and based on my save and all of the alternate recipes I have, if I build this correctly, this will be it'll be almost fully optimized. Hey, I appreciate you being here, I bet. It's always a pleasure, brother. It's always a pleasure. Let's see, so we actually don't need that much. 52 units of copper. 100 and... Okay, no. I don't know exactly how we set that to where this line gets more than the other, but it'll be fine. We'll deal with it as it comes along. Yeah, for the most part, that's kind of the plan for today. Is I would like to at least get the mines set down and the boundaries set up. All right. Let's do it. Now, where to build this is always the question, because technically speaking, I could build it at the giant platform that I have, but I have a feeling I'm going to be needing that platform for more things, so I don't want to utilize it all yet. Oh, it doesn't even show up on the map. That's oh. Uh-oh. Did my stream just die? But anyway, that was odd. Whatever. So we're gonna... I don't know if we should head over there or not. I could probably just grab this. Huh. I am not sure what's going on. TikTok is actively dying. Hold on. Apologies, everyone. I'm unsure what's going on with TikTok. Are we good? It's kind of all over the place. Right. I will hope that we're fine. Actually, I'll go check the stats myself. That's probably the better option. Yeah, I'm not unsure. TikTok seems to be like actively dying, so apologies for everyone on TikTok if it's not working. I'm very unsure of what's going on as far as that goes. Okay, let's go ahead and head over to the base. Okay, there we go. That's what I was looking for. So we're gonna go ahead and fly over to the base. Kind of scout out the area because I think we might do it over here. What's up, Max? Welcome back. I'm definitely thinking the base seems like a decent place for it. I should wait till I'm on the next story of the base, like work on the second floor. That's probably the better bet. For the sole reason I kind of limited on stuff. I want the first floor to be a kind of a train transit center, so Ooh, I haven't spotted this one yet. What does this take? All right. Yeah, we're kind of at the point of we have so much ammo that we don't really mess around anymore. And I'm willing to blow all the ammo that I have on this guy. It beats fighting them. I don't know why I said we have so much ammo. I literally have 1,500 bullets in my inventory. What does it take? It takes crystal. That's awesome. I don't think I got any of that. Do I have any? Nope, nothing. Nice. We'll have to go back and get some crystal at some point. Okay, cool. So essentially, I've been using the tool that was suggested for me to use that kind of like keeps track of where everything's at on the map. So essentially lets me know what hard drives I've collected, which ones I haven't. The whole works. It's made things incredibly easier. I found that power is my biggest downfall. I don't have power ran to a lot of the locations, so. Okay, where's the ammo protein from this guy? Yeah, we don't even need it. It's fine. Let's see what. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Surely it's. Have we been here before? It definitely seems like we have. There's nothing like on the ground for us to collect, which is very unusual. All right, let's jump down here. So essentially the biggest thing is finding a Caterium nearby. That's going to be the biggest issue that I figure we're going to run into. It may not even be that big of a deal. I may be overselling how big of a problem it is. I'll take that. Actually, let's go ahead and scan for Caterium. We rarely use this, so therefore it's... How far is it? Oh, okay, that's actually pretty close. I'm not terribly upset about that. Please tell me I have nobelisks. I was pretty sure I put some in my inventory. Pulse nobelisks. Nice. I don't think I have any in my inventory. No, I don't. That's fine. We're all the time having to run back and forth anyway, so not like it changes much. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip these just in case, and we should be good. Okay, so this means that everything should be pretty much, yeah, it's all on like standby waiting for the next thing. Honestly, we'll probably end up stopping production of this anyway, because it seems, I'll be honest, it seems kind of pointless to have. It's a bit much. This is a very absorbent amount of ammo that we have. These are all full. So, like I said, we're working on the adaptive control units today because I'd rather actually get them out of the way. We only need 100, which isn't bad. I mean, and the factory that I'm shooting for, we should be making 3 per minute. So therefore, that's a pretty good range. Now the versatile framework and stuff, that's going to be a bit of a different story. I'm honestly tempted to work on that beforehand, just because I worry that that's going to be the thing that takes the longest. Because you always run out of materials usually. God, it's so crazy when it's foggy. All right, let's see, what do we got? Parts, we'll scroll down. So we need heavy modular engines too. We really haven't developed anything. Okay, and then it's just versatile framework, which I honestly should have set up last time we had to deal with it, but I didn't end up building a factory for it. I didn't think we were going to need it again, so. But right now, unfortunately, seems like we need everything again, always. So, versatile framework. Okay, cool. We do have like the cheaper versatile framework or like the alternate recipe, so I can't say yay or nay on whether or not it's cheaper. It doesn't feel like it's much cheaper. But what we can do is, since our save file is plugged in, so we'll just take this. Okay, let me get rid of this real quick. We want versatile framework. Probably already passed it, but we're just gonna, there it is. Okay, we have to make a lot, so I don't know. I feel like 5 a minute's good. Maybe even. I don't. What is Pokemon 1 or 2? I would say start off with 1. I assume that's what you're saying, or is that a different game? Oh, never mind. Okay, I see. It's a different game entirely. Oh, I know it is. I know it is. My bad. Yeah, I definitely think. I definitely am a big stickler for starting with the first one. I definitely think that's probably your best way. So we need 2,500 of these. How many can we make per minute? Like, at a reasonable. Can we do 50? It's gonna look, it sounds like a lot, but I promise it's, 50 a minute. That's not bad. Heavy oil residue. I mean, it's a lot of materials and stuff, but it's nowhere near how bad it'd be. Can we do, okay, how about this? Let's do 100 a minute. Might as well. Let's see what it takes. 13 manufacturers. Okay, that isn't awful. Okay, we need, like, the oil's going to be the biggest thing. We really don't have a lot of oil. Yikes, and we have to get rid of the heavy residual. What do you even do with excess stuff like that? I don't even. God, it seems like it would be worth it, but I don't know if we. It seems excessive though. Fuel or plastics to recycle. Am I crazy for wanting to make 100 per minute? A versatile framework. I mean, it sounds like an unreal amount, but in all actuality, like, I need 2,500, so therefore it's like, I mean, that in itself is a lot. Unless I just AFK it, which I hate to do, but I mean, I have hopefully plenty of room, but this is the first story of this base, so I throw stuff on it when I have full plans of, like, doing train stations and stuff. I definitely really feel like train stations would be really nice to just have come through here and all line up. Maybe it's a little bit optimistic, because I don't even know if I'm gonna like trains, and I haven't messed around with them, so therefore I'm really concerned about my ability to get them functioning properly is going to be everything. All right, and we'll nudge it. Wow, whoa, why is it? It goes like a weird, it goes at diagonal when you nudge it. Okay, so the goal in my mind is, if this works the way that I hope, is we go gather resources, the train comes in here. we actually have options in this. So I'm on the fence of like having a centralized station that sends stuff here, but obviously it'll go out to each area and gather the resources and then return to the hub in the center and then ship it, or just having a big loop of trains just constantly running. I definitely don't want to like jump the gun on this, but honestly we should probably be exploring a bit more of the map, because we have this whole little section that's unexplored that is really close to where we actually could gather resources for said base. So I just have to hope that there's no uranium. If I run into uranium one more time, I'm gonna lose it. I can't deal with it. There's too much of it. There's so much it actually becomes unfun dealing with it. Maybe one day it'll be fun. Definitely not right now. Oh, cool. Nice. How did I miss this one, actually? This is like right next to our home. Or not home, but our kind of base-ish type thing. I don't really know what to call that. It's a platform. That's pretty much what we're going to call it for now. Okay. We'll dismantle these. And honestly, we'll just drop these. Too much. Okay, yeah. And have I just completely lower this thing down? There we go. I'll drop these in there. I like to store stuff here because if I die, then I feel less bad if it's like, okay, cool, I didn't lose everything. We'll drive this stuff to, yeah, we'll slow down MAM and then scan hard drive. That way we can kind of keep walking around. So yeah, we got like right to the edge over here and then we stopped exploring. I don't know if there was a reason that we stopped exploring, but probably got tired of walking. It's like that's a pretty common theme. Oh, okay, that's honestly, I'm not even, we're just kind of guessing an area to shoot because I got so much ammo I don't even. Impure though. Man, I swear there's more impure veins than there is actually like normal veins. I don't know what the deal is. It's a tad bit annoying to have to deal with the impures. Okay, let's see. I'm hoping that maybe later on there's a way to like turn these impure veins into pure veins so I can actually get more resources. Because I mean, some of my factories are calling for like 10. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Yay. Uranium. Well, maybe one day. I just have to push through phase 3. That's all I gotta do. I just need resources to kind of work with me a bit. Okay, I don't see anything over here that like. Oh no. Stupid little flies. God, there are a lot of these little pods are everywhere. What do we got in here? Mercer sphere. I can tell by the noise it makes. Another cargo ship. Honestly, this will either be a very successful adaptive control unit or we're gonna end up looking for hard drives. I would love to see if there's an alternate recipe for adaptive control units, but I kind of have my doubts about that. So
First, there was a whole involved process of
that's what I'm talking about. They can't even do anything. All right, please don't be expensive. I'm broke. I can't afford to keep giving you my resources. I say as I have a stockpile of later game stuff at my base that I'm not using. Oh, gas novelist. Maybe can those help with the probably not, but I'm hoping they can help with some of these little rocks around here. But I just kind of have my doubts. Grab that and we will start dismantling. And why are there so many like encased industrial beams around here? I always wonder when I'm supposed to find some of these like these wrecks or cargo shipwrecks, because it feels way later than I'm actually. Oh, we have no inventory space. Here, we'll step over here. It seems wasteful. I have a factory that does majority of this stuff, so I'm very comfortable throwing garbage away. Don't need that. We'll hold on to the plates. All right, cool. We're going to upload the obelisk because I just highly doubt that we're gonna be able to like use them to get rid of rocks. I figure it's gonna have to be the explosive obelisks. All right, our inventory's cleared up a tad bit, not a lot though. I'm gonna hope and pray that there's something up here. And I'm not using more of my fuel to wastefully. Oh crap. Honestly, it's a summer sloop. It makes sense why it's that heavily guarded. Okay. Nice. Probably the only time I'm ever gonna do that. A purple power. Okay. We're not gonna go run up there because that's how we end up in the situation last time. Easy kill on that. Oh, and that thing's running. Okay, so you can just actually like just shoot the like plasma ball and it just kills them, or not to kills them, but prevents you from getting hit. We'll be utilizing that a tad bit more. Come on, why are there so many of these things? My God, this thing's actually I would say this thing might actually kill me. Whew. Guys, please. It's ridiculous. These are just the most unfun things to deal with in the game. I haven't heard a single person praise hatchers in this game. And rightfully so. Okay, do we have any Yeah, we'll grab some food from our... Yeah, let's see what this takes. Easy. Nothing. We love these ones because I can actually afford to grab this stuff. I just carry like 20 something. Oh, actually, I'm already down to 11. I carry an unreasonable amount of gas filters. That's pretty much. Is this it? Okay, we'll grab this. This. I want to destroy everything to make sure that when I upload the file to the calculator and stuff, that it actually shows that I've already kind of completed this section. Okay. I don't think there's anything left. I'll be taking that Mercer Sphere from you. I need that. I need the Mercer Sphere a lot more than you do. Actually, I'm in a dire need for Mercer Spheres. We have practically... Actually, I don't even know how many we're at. We're not a lot, that's for sure. Yeah, we have 3. We own 3 in total. We've burned through so many already. I'm both ashamed and not ashamed of how many. Okay. Come on, can I like... We're gonna go up here, but I'm not gonna get close to that thing. And what I do, I'm just fully unloading it. Every single thing that I have in my clip. Like that. That's what we're looking for. Nice. Our hard drive's done too. We got everything going. All right. We'll take these, upload them. Hopefully it's a decent recipe that we got. We have a tendency of getting some pretty bad. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. I really don't need the containers. So we're gonna... Yeah, I don't think I'll be honest, I don't think I want that either. That literally seems like more screws than it's worth. I'm not saying screws is an issue, but it's definitely not the thing that I'm gonna jump for. Okay. Actually, I don't know if I have the materials for it, but it would be really nice to build a radar tower. I don't have the materials for it. I was thinking it was pretty expensive. Because a radar tower would help us tremendously. Because we'd just be able to sit back and like actively know what we have. Oh, come on. There's no way. He's getting, in all fairness, he's getting pretty close. Okay, we're just gonna go over there with our basher and just hit everything in existence. Because essentially what we're doing is we're actively working on the upgrades for the dimensional depot as well, which requires an unreal amount of Mercer Spheres. I think it's 3 for the first upgrade, 7 for the next, and then Is it seven? I can't remember if it's 17 or if it's just 20 straight up. Oh, it's 13 and then 23. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. I do wish there some of the recipes were a bit cheaper. Hey, that's uranium. Nice. I know it sounds complaining, but I do like how readily easily it would be for me to get uranium. But I have to say it is kind of, there's a lot of it. Especially not even like pure veins either. It's just like these small veins that you can get some from, but it doesn't really benefit you in the long run. All right, cool. Jeez. I did not realize how high up we were. Oh, another Mercer Sphere. Honestly, this has turned into more of me hunting Mercer Spheres than it has anything, which was not my intent at all. I just would like to get factory set up. Factory set up with Dimensional Depot so that I can sit all the way across the world and have access to any resource that I need, which I don't have right now. It sucks to not be able to do that. It's before they even got a single one out. Okay, now can we get a repeat? Nice. That is what it's about. Okay. There's a lot of purple power slugs around here. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not complaining, but oh god, are you the oh yeah, he's the uranium guy. I was thinking he was. Yeah, we don't do that at all. He puts off like a strong uranium thing, so like we can't really get close to him yet. We have to have the hazmat suit, which we are, I hope we're close to, but it's probably not. I have to say there's nothing like you can just kind of brute force through some of these, honestly. If you have enough ammo, there's really not anything that can stop you. If you find enough shelter, I mean, you really don't have to like deal with anything. It's just what we got is a slug up here. And then we have another Mercer Sphere. Yeah, this is definitely the area that I didn't go to because there's actually like an absorbent amount of Mercer Spheres around here that I did not get to see before. So if we're at 11, then we're, let me do the math. If we get 11 of these things, how are we sitting? So we'll be able to do the first one. Yeah, we won't really. Actually, yeah, I guess 10. Then we'll be up. Yeah, that's not too bad. We can get the first two phases done. Okay, we're gonna fly up here carefully. Please don't be in uranium. That's pretty much all this is. It's just avoiding uranium at this stage. It's build a factory for this, avoid uranium here and here. There's too many places that have it that I need a uranium free world. That's what I need. A place so I can walk freely and not have to worry about the stresses of running into giant veins of it, because that's all I can find. Okay, I think we'll even try to head up here. We didn't check what was up here. Yellow power slug. Okay, that's another uranium guy, so we're not doing that. It's not that I don't want to fight these guys, but I can assure you that I've fought these fights and have lost these fights plenty. Okay. Oh, God, am I gonna be dumb? Is this stupid? Ow, ow, ow. Thanks for the Mercer Sphere. That's all we needed. And another crash ship. We're just gathering everything. I'm gonna be honest, guys. That's... Wait, there's a duping glitch? Okay, yeah. You know what? I shouldn't say that because I should not sound that exciting to find out that that's the thing. It's cool. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on it, but honestly, I feel like Satisfactory is one of those, like, if you play it, you kind of play it however you want. I mean, if you want to dupe, I mean, you can dupe. I'm not one of those players that are gonna be like, oh, you shouldn't be duping. It's... I have 2,000 summer sloops. Now, see, I can respect duping summer sloops. That's something I can kind of get behind. Now it's the God, your power grid must like be a tank. My power grid does not support anything that I do. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, my problem is every factory that I'm getting into is going to be like a multi-day step process, which really scares me because I know if I mess up on the process, then I'm kind of going to be kind of at square one. All right, we'll just get rid of these. But yeah, I like I said, I have no issue with people that dupe. I made like 50 of the alien power augmenters. Oh, that actually checks out. I have yet to research the alien augmenters. I know they're like, I have seen the stats on them and they are insane, and I wish I would have moved to them instead of fuel power. I feel like I would have been better off, but it happens. Okay, I'm just gonna awkwardly sit right here and we're gonna check the results of our hard drive. Anything good? Okay, petroleum coke is really not that great. I'm not mass producing petroleum coke. What's up? So if you save right now, then reload the save. And okay, so like saving right now. Okay, so I can just like exit to main menu and then go back in. I have no issue doing that actually. It doesn't feel cheaty, so all right, cool. That will help a lot actually, because I have got so many hard drives that I've collected, and it's oh okay, I see. I think it's I assume it's okay, rescan. Be honest, I mean that's not bad, but I I don't really I don't know. Is that okay? What does it make? It's been so long since I've made steel. What does it take to make just a normal ingot? I mean, I, I guess it's not terrible. Eh. Yeah, we'll just exit to main menu, or actually, can we just load save from here? I have not done a heavy steel frame factory. I have the alternate recipe that takes like screws out of the heavy frame factory, which is going to be kind of it's going to be the goal, honestly. Yeah, I'm trying to think the heavy, yeah, this one, the heavy encased. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like 3. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, honestly. All right, let's rescan this to see, you know. Actually, what does it take to make a stator now? Wow, that's I'm gonna be honest, that ain't much difference to me, at least. All right, guys, time to reload. Like I said, I'm gonna say no because I know if I know how to do it, then obviously I'm gonna do it. Ooh, mm, I like that. I really like that. I don't know if it's worth, but man, that is nice to have. I mean, we always need smart plating. God, is it worth it though? The plastic's my biggest concern. The plastic doesn't seem worth. Here, while we're just doing that, I think let's see what we can research. Okay, so I have enough to clear these 2 tiers of everything, so I think these will be the next goals. You're right. That's kind of my thoughts. I love the game, and don't get me wrong, I just feel like there's so many alternate recipes that just suck. They just aren't worth it to me. And I honestly have to question like why they even give it to you in the first place, because they just aren't good. And so I like cheap silica. What does it take to make just silica? Is it really cheap though? Is it cheap? I mean, tech yeah, I was about to say technically it is cheaper. It's just I feel cheaty for doing this, but honestly, I don't care. It beats having to go all the way out, because essentially the only hard drives I have left are the ones that require power, and a lot of power, or are just directly surrounded by uranium to the point where, man, am I just destined to like not? I mean, that's, don't get me wrong. If I could make that amount of rubber, beautiful. That would be crazy. That's a lot of rubber. But man, It still looks decent though. Okay. I'm trying to think. Because it would what are my iron plates reinforced iron plate looks like right now? Oh, what power am I running off of? So I have here. I actually think I still got it pulled up. So I have a factory with 17 fuel gens over here, and then I have a small like coal factory over here that I just haven't disassembled. But yeah, this is a. Can I hide all? Is that like a? Okay, there we go. Let's unclick some stuff. Yeah, that's more what we're looking for. Yeah, so I just have like a few of these, like 17 of these. Just kind of facts. They do need a mod that makes. I mean, look, I love and hate this recipe, but I don't feel like it's me. No. Wrong thing, wrong thing. I almost messed up there. I probably only do like a rescan or a reload one or two more times. If I don't get what I want, then it's just I'll just suck it up and explore, I guess. Okay, please, God, we just. Look, yeah, facts. God, I don't know. My biomass days weren't bad. Uh, I had a biomass factory set up that handled everything. So all I had is a container that I put leaves in and wood in. It would automatically convert it to biomass and then solid biomass and then just distribute it out. Mine were horrendous. God, I hate every recipe that I get. I'll be so real. All right, this will be the last reload. We'll just hope. See, I really coal was the worst for you. I've heard very mixed things about coal. I've heard a lot of people. Some people are like praise it. Some people hate coal. I didn't have a whole lot of issue with coal. We literally just got that recipe. Not even kidding. That was literally one that we just got. You never had enough coal. The I did the rule where it's like 8 coal gens for what was it? I think 2 of the two Mark 1 mines. I think roughly. You know what? Honestly, both of these suck, but I'm tired of rescanning. Oh, you never looked? Yeah, see. I went in kind of with a ballpark of what I needed to have for my coal gens. And so from there it's like it wasn't that big of a deal because like okay, it just requires this much. But yeah, if I could see going in not knowing, that would be that'd be rough. God, how far away? Oh my God, I'm so far away from home. I knew I was far. I didn't realize how bad it was. Fuel was a nightmare due to no oil. See, I ran into a lot of oil issues, and unfortunately I'm still gonna have to use the oil. I'm kind of just like waiting for that phase where I can get rid of it all. Honestly, I wanted to jump from.
Something for you. It will establish
I would have loved to jump from coal to nuclear. which is possible. It is very possible to just make that leap. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm actually gonna be able to get these without. You're afraid of nuclear? Oh my god. See, those guys suck. Okay, we're kind of out of luck here. But I'm going for that Mercer sphere. I can't leave one behind. I refuse to. Aluminum production. Yeah, that's. I know it sounds bad. I love playing the game. I love streaming the game. My biggest thing is I'm a very big procrastinator when it comes to some of the harder factories, because I see, like, looking at the resource, it's like, oh, you only need like 5, 6. How did I do turbo fuel? So I'm trying to think of how to describe it. I'd searched all over for a hard drive to get one of the alternate recipes for turbo fuel. I can't remember what the alternate recipe was. Yeah, this is what it was. It was like the compact coal and the like heavy residual oil to just straight like heavy or the turbo fuel. So that way I just had a setup where I had or I have, you'll see a vehicle here and a docking station. It goes over, grabs sulfur, then drives it back to the factory, and then I have coal brought in, and then it just makes the compact coal. And then I just built a couple extra refineries to. Is that one I can actually access? My god, that is a crazy hiding spot. Yeah, I pretty much, I do like exploring. That is a big thing too. I find that, like, I love building, but being at a factory all day. See, I only have 2 trucks going, and that's one of them. I don't like trucks in the game. The AI is very stupid when it's driving them. Even if you record a good path, it's garbage all the time. I did hear that they're like in the new update that's coming out is they're actively making them better, which should be incredible if that's true. You just have miles and miles of belts. I've started to get to that point. I try not to be that guy, but unfortunately there are times where you just really can't do anything, and it's cheaper to just run a conveyor belt than it is to do anything else. Not that that's the way that I want to play. I do like having kind of organization, but it sometimes you just can't really help it. So you kind of have to. God, Jesus, this map is like insane. I did not realize there was so much I hadn't explored. It's just the fact of pleasing my corporate overlords. Facts. You're not wrong. As long as they're happy, that's all that matters. I'll be honest, I wish there was a mod to take Ada out of it. That and the voices that like start talking, the alien voices. If I could get rid of both of them, I would live a life of luxury. I feel like I would have no problems in my life. All right, we're just gonna start dropping stuff. I store too much stuff. That's the issue. Yeah, I forgot. I can't really store those. It's good to find more places I can actually use, like the crystal. Your beautiful spaghetti. It's my goal and dream to not have too much spaghetti in this world, but let's be honest, there's only so much a person can do. Eventually, I feel like everyone gives in everyone gives in eventually. Right, the rock, the rock. Nice. You know, I keep saying it. I need to do a stream where I just react to some of the videos from. I've had a few people tell me like you would hate this person. I'm like, oh, okay. I've seen a thumbnail. The conveyor belts, vertical conveyor belt tornado looking thing. That's the only thing that I've seen, and my God, I have no idea how people would even. All right, cool. I think that's. That made it on the Steam page. Yo, honest, I don't know. I feel like it deserves a place on the Steam page because it is a very unique take and way to do something. I mean, let's be honest, there's very few people that will commit to like a bit that much or like playing the game that way. Is this whole place just desert? Is this what I'm gathering? They asked for his saved for a stress test in early access. You know you've taken things too far when your world's considered a stress test point for a game. You may have gone too far. It's all right. I need to head back to my base. I'll grab this Mercer Spear if nothing's. Oh, it's just normal guys. I'll take this. Yeah, see, it's that voice right there that I could do without talking in my ear. And obviously, it's. God, there's so much of the world that I did not realize. That's just untapped. So much untapped potential. How far is my base even? I know it's bad to leave power slugs, but I'll be honest, I already know of a late game thing, so I've already been informed that like you can kind of like literally make your own later, or not really make your own, but you know. Oh, Mercer Sphere. Oh, the. Please don't hit me. Okay, cool. I'm being greedy when it comes to Mercer Spheres. I gotta have them. I just want my thing to be fully upgraded so I don't have to deal with deal with it anymore. Because my biggest thing is I'm actively pursuing a kind of a, it's not really a mega base because I've never built one, so what's considered mega for me is probably not considered mega for like 90% of the people playing. I have a 65 by 65. Okay, cool. I appreciate you being here. Always a pleasure. I have a 65 by 65 platform that I'm working on. Or that it's actually already done. I just gotta start placing everything on it. Oh, this is oh, that's a big spider. That is a, oh my god, that's a very big spider. Holy. No, you don't. I'm getting away from you. Please, just tell me I'm getting close to my home. I don't want to be out here in spider infested swamps. Okay, hopefully. Oh my god, this is sketchy. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I did not realize that was just like leading to nowhere. It's got that little charger guy there to knock you off the map too. Okay. Oh, sick. We're actually cutting back around to our home where you can actually see somewhat normal terrain now. Ooh, Sam. Anything good? Nope, just impures. Lame. That sucks. Okay. We're slowly getting back to the house. Man, I like this area because there's a very few. I haven't seen very many enemies here actually. Ooh. Okay, now I wish I would have just took the previous one. Fine, I guess we're dealing with this one of these garbage things. Honestly, probably this one. God, we actually have quite a few of these hard drives. Am I close? Surely I gotta be close, right? Space elevator's slow to come into view. I just don't understand how I never discovered that area of the map. I've been like right next to it as well. Okay, we're just gonna slowly. Okay, I don't know how these gas obelisks work. I'm gonna put this out there and say that it's probably gonna be a waste. I kind of doubt this is what they're meant for, so yeah, I had that feeling that that's kind of what was gonna happen. We should probably work on obelisk factor then, since the gas ones are kind of pointless and stupid. Okay, it's jumping. Slide down. Oh my god, it landed right next to us. I'm not slowing down because I don't want to give it the benefit of actually catching us. Oh, I know where we're at. Sick. All right. Now it's just a normal guy. All right, we're gonna throw some of this stuff in the chest because we can't hold anymore. We have too much stuff. Actually, you know, I'm trashing the gas novelist. I hate them that much. I don't even. They're not even worth having. No more screws. We always do really crazy on like the spitter remains. I haven't figured that one out. I don't know if that's normal. There may just be the areas that we explore. Other than that, I believe. Okay, not bad. We're not doing terrible. Okay, I think we're gonna pull some of this stuff out of 15. Not bad. I'm kind of happy with that because we worked really hard to go get Mercer spheres, and it's nice to see it actually pay off a bit. Okay, summer sloop in there. I'll take the blue and I'll take a yellow. I guess I'll take the remains. Yeah, see, that's kind of we do crazy on the spitter remains. I haven't. Hey, what's good? Okay, I think that's good. And then welcome in, welcome in. All right, so hopefully we have everything a bit organized. I'm trying to keep everything somewhat together. That way I don't have some stuff in storage and then some stuff in my inventory. I don't know what some of this stuff is either. I'm not even gonna act like I do. There's a lot of stuff that's a bit out of my. I'm collecting more like later parts that I haven't seen yet, like fused modular frames, and I think I need cooling systems. I believe it was in one of the deep in the woods things. So I'm gonna grab here, actually let me pull up the map real quick. Let's see what we can find. There was one in like turbo motors, electromagnetic control rod. Was it heat sink maybe? Cooling system. Yeah, okay, 10 cooling systems. Yeah, that's where it was. Okay, I think we'll just take 10 over there. I'm at the point of like I want to start collecting majority of the hard drives. Do I have this? No, I do not have that stored yet. Sick. That makes things a bit easier. So honestly, we're just gonna kind of go in the Hyper Toucan. We're gonna hope that we get kind of close on target. Actually, honestly, all right, let's get this. I'm gonna do a side by side so I can get this a rough idea of where this one's at. And okay, so I need plastics as well. Actually, we may be able to hit 2 pretty easily. We need to launch and land. land kind of around here. Yeah, so this area roughly. Okay, we'll just kind of keep an eye on it. Hopefully we can hit that area close. Okay, let's see. We'll be off a bit. Hopefully we can kind of re-angle it. Yeah, that's what we need. Okay. Okay, we might actually overshoot quite a bit actually. It's that lake right there, right? Yeah. Okay, so it's this lake right here. And then there's one a bit further back that we should be able to see once we get closer to the ground. Oh. Oh, that's it's not what I love to see. I don't like seeing the spiders. Man, why are there so many enemies in this biome? This has to be like their home. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we just have to go a bit further up. And then we should hit the... Okay, they don't see me, they don't see me, they don't see me, they don't see me. If I can avoid fighting stuff, I do. It's just kind of... I have plenty of ammo. They're just annoying. That's pretty... I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm not even gonna... That's a lot of why I don't like fighting. It's a lot of the enemies are just kind of a nuisance more than they are like a threat. Okay, surely I'm getting closer. Okay. Oh, it's okay, so it's over this way. A bit here. Yeah, we're kind of just like guessing where it's at. Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I have a rough idea. Oh, that's uranium. Love that. Okay. Is there a way around the uranium? Is it an actual uranium or is it like an enemy? I've never seen one of those. I don't want to deal with that. Okay, that sucks. I was really hoping we had something there. I've never seen that enemy before in my life. I don't think I want to either. Biggest reason why is the reason that he looks like that is because that means he's putting off the uranium signal. Yeah, he's just that tanky, I think. I don't know how to even go about this without probably immediately dying either. It's bigger than anything, any other enemy. Oh crap. He sees me, okay. My god. Can he throw rocks, please? Yeah, he can definitely throw rocks. Okay. We're just gonna go for this one. Sorry about that. I was really hoping we could get that one. Why? It's everywhere. Okay. Maybe this one won't be that bad because we can just actually sit over here and we don't want bullets not go that far. Yeah, there we go. Cool. I can live with that. That's more my speed. Okay. So now we got this one. But I'm gonna keep thinking of a strategy to actually get that guy.
Prototypes all went missing. They were later located in the toilets, being used as towels.
Yeah, we don't need half this stuff. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna think of a strategy to actually for us to actually be able to get that guy's hard drive. I don't see it not having something crazy good for us. As hard as expensive as it is to open. Okay. Rescan. And we're not getting anything good. Which really sucks. Alright, I'll take this since just to get out of the way. I wonder if I could block that guy in. I mean, I highly doubt it, but I kind of have to get close enough to build around him, so. I feel like there's just the chances of me getting that close are very low. So I think. All right. I'm all for stupid ideas and stuff. So if we can think of a stupid idea that can work. Okay, beautiful. Look at that. Okay. This is still not going to solve any of the radiation issues. But technically speaking, it will hopefully enclose the guy enough. Would it be crazy if we could kill him? I think we could. He's dead. Okay, that was sorry, I just didn't expect that. I actually expect us to be able to do that. I'm hoping I can get close enough for the hard drive. Okay. You know what? I'll take it. I don't even know what that thing is and we just killed it. So that guy was insane though. Seven remains. Jesus. Okay. Oh, he wasn't even walled in. We could have very easily died there. That doesn't give me a good feeling to know that, but computers maybe. Crystal wire. Okay, cool. Hopefully, I'm just trying to upload some of this stuff so we can get. Homing rifle ammo. Okay, cool. I'm assuming that has to be one of the harder things to actually get from this area. I hope. If not, we are kinda in for it. Gonna be honest with everyone. Okay, we can't store any more of those. We can throw all of our Mercer spheres in there though. I never noticed we were like, I was so panicked building walls around that creature that I literally, we didn't even box him in properly. Though it worked incredibly well. We can tank a lot more uranium damage too that I did not realize. Okay, I need to figure something out. I've never used these little, oh, not refinery, oil extractor. Must be placed on a resource. No. How do I access these? That is the question. The only thing that I can think of is unless I like get an obelisk and just hit this with an obelisk and turn it into like an actual vein. All right, we can pull up the map and we can knock off 2 more of these hard drives. I will admit I do like actually going for the harder ones. They prove more of a challenge, and thankfully if we get the hard ones out of the way, then the rest should be a walk in the park. Yeah, I mean, stuff like this I can't really get because it's in the center of uranium. Aluminum casing, I don't think I got any of that either. Electromagnetic control rod, I do have one of those. Okay, so just straight. Okay, so it'd be like on the border, kind of. Essentially, we're hard drive hunting at this moment in time. So like right here. That's essentially what we need. And we just gotta pray we don't run into any creature like that one ever again. If I had to fight that thing, it would have not went my way. So I'm happy that it's not smart enough to like recognize when there's a gap in the building. Okay, something's locked onto me. What is it? Oh, it's just one of the spitter things. Is this the oh, this is just, yeah, this is gonna be one that we're not gonna be able to get right this second. Okay, we're gonna avoid this area. Head to a hard drive that we can actually get. Should be around here, right? Man, this suit's tanky. That or this gun really sucks. I think I have my suspicions of which one it is. The guns underperform all across the board on this game. I don't know why. They never live up to the hype. That's what I'm understanding. It's really sad to hear. I was super hyped up for the guns as well, or the rifle as well. I feel like they had a lot of potential that just didn't kind of go anywhere. Okay, that's don't want to do that. Oh, that's... Hey, I know what that guy is. I'm about to get pelted in the back of the head with a rock, probably. Hey, hey, look at that. I wasn't wrong to say it, so. Okay, yeah, I just need to go a bit. I need to go over here and go that way a bit. Just don't even, please. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Worked out pretty well for us. Land here. Okay, I want to like line this up perfectly so we don't even have to. Ooh, okay, we're actually not like, not for exactly where I need to be. I need to be like this way. Granted, I can't see the full hard drive either, so therefore I don't know what it's surrounded by. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, that's your, okay, it is a uranium guy. I'll take those. Okay, the uranium, the guy's down. I don't think he can get back up. We're gonna go off of that assumption that he's stuck down there. Because if we don't, then that means he can come back up and easily deal with us. I'll take those. Wait, what? Do we not have any electromagnetic control rods? Yeah, we have some. Okay, cool. Okay, they were just in our storage. That's the thing that I don't like about the storage. Is it doesn't pull with hard drives, honestly. It just kind of sits there awkwardly. So it's like you may have something of an item, but it just won't really register it. Okay. Whoa. Did this guy get killed by that guy? Okay, we're kind of running low on our. But I want to go investigate this over here. Did he actually die? I didn't see him actually like die from the gas. I assume he couldn't take gas damage. It's always been my assumption. All right, who knows? I'm not going to complain about not having to fight. So we'll just kind of head back over to home. I remember when I first started playing thinking the ones with the horns were the most terrifying things out in existence. Looking back and seeing that I was so wrong. They don't mean, those guys don't mean much to me anymore. All right. I'll call that a successful haul. I feel like we did really well. We're we just keep bringing in the modular frames though. My God, we're killing it with the modular frames and the computers as well. That's not what I want to do. Yeah, see, and I don't even know what these turbo motors are, but we have quite a bit. We haven't set up the trains yet. We have collected a bunch of hard drives for alternate recipes. I'm hoping to get some cheaper stuff because I'm gonna be honest, the stuff for the trains is expensive. And I'm broke. Very, very broke. Broke to the point where I'm not ashamed to say it. Okay. That's not a recipe, I guess. Okay, hopefully we don't get screwed over by re-rolling, but I'm really thinking about re-rolling this. Actually, do we have, is there like a tier list that I can do? Do they have like an alternative recipe tier list? That would be incredible. Oh, they do. Sick. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking for Caterium computers. C tier. Okay. It's not a great rated polymer resin. Even that's kind of, yeah. None of these are really great. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I keep getting scammed. I haven't really received anything I haven't had anything that's good in a long time. And that's really sad. Considering the amount of effort we went through to get some of these hard drives, it sucks like not them just not being worth really. Okay, we'll just stack some of this stuff together. We have got quite a few Mercer spheres, which is what we were doing the other day, hunting Mercer spheres. I think we've collected more today than we did on stream the other day, which is great. Okay, and another thing about the trains, I need to research this too while I'm actively, because if I don't have the things that tell the trains like, hey, stop here, don't run into this, it's pretty much pointless to have a train if they're just going to crash into everything in existence. But hopefully that issue will be fixed after we research this railway signaling. If I can get everything set up to where it's just the eating ice cream with the, you know, I don't actually argue with that. I see very much logic in that. I think you're absolutely right though. Eating ice cream with a tiny spoon is definitely more satisfying. Hopefully I have everything. Yeah, okay, cool. These are doing their own thing. Oh, that factory shut off, that's why. That explains why nothing's making. Yeah, that's actually, you know, I've never actually just sat down and thought about that. But yeah, I mean, I literally cannot find any fault in that thinking.
Train signals placed on train rails can control and improve train behavior.
Nice.
This helps to avoid events where multiple trains attempt to occupy the same physical location.
So we have enough for that. How many? We don't have enough computers though. So what, we gotta wait 5 minutes for that to come back. We can get majority of everything though. So I'm going to, I think we'll head over and get the concrete right now. From the concrete factory. God, I need to go back and rework some of my factories. Not snapping to the world grid. You don't snap stuff to the world grid when you go to like line up trains and anything else, pretty much. It doesn't, things don't align. And therefore it means that you have a hard time getting things to properly work. Okay, so I only need 3 of these. Actually, should we just, yeah, well, I think we'll just catapult over to the, to get the 400 rubber that we need. And hopefully we have enough rubber stored. I know we never made a whole bunch. We kind of shut off pretty early. Okay. We'll go ahead and cut the line for this thing. And move it over. Then we should be able to just with it ease. All right, so essentially we'll be going here and just getting the rubber that we need. God, the game's lagging so bad. It hates doing that. I'm not even blaming it. It's a really bad leap for it. Okay, which one was these was rubber. Do we still have any? Nice. We don't have a lot. Hopefully we have like more stored. Please. Ooh, yeah, we don't really. We don't really have any stored. I appreciate that. I appreciate you following. Always nice to meet another person who has an interest in Satisfactory. Okay, we are completely out of rubber. I did not realize that. It's not good. We have enough to make it to the next phase, I assume. But I'll have to get that fixed pretty quick. Because we have a lot of alternate recipes that are starting to call for it. I don't know if I'm faster using the jetpack or not. Or these. I think we'll stick to this one just for now. I may be able to just bunny hop over some of the terrain, so if that's a thing I can do, then that's, yeah, I think this is probably our fastest method. Oh god. What's up? Hey, yeah, well, I'm not dealing with that, so. I don't know where that actually landed, so. Oh, there it is. Yeah, that'll be chasing us for however long. Yeah, it's too slow to actually catch us, so we won't deal with it. Nice. We literally just finished everything just in time. Computer's the only thing that we don't have yet. But I figure if we went around to enough hard drive places, we're bound to find the computers that we need for everything. All right, cool. So we'll just go through here. I'll go grab the heavy modular frames that we need. Nice. So we're pretty much good on that end. I don't really Computers are it. All right, can I make computers in my inventory? Actually, I can. That's really not that expensive. If I could get a stable supply of these circuit boards, the wire's dirt cheap. So I can make 23 of these. Interesting. I don't know if it's worth. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to have enough regardless. Kind of across the board, I'm missing that vast amount of number to be able to do it. So we could get 50 done at least. And I could grab a bunch of wire and just head over to the factory over there. And just... Okay, yeah, these are going to take... Yeah, but I don't... It may not be worth doing it like that. Alright. I definitely want to go and convert all these slugs into... I don't know what it is. The more beefed up, duplicated version. Okay, to production. This, we'll do a summer sloop. And then we want... I did grab those power shards, right? It didn't just set them. Yeah, I have them. I actually have them in my inventory somewhere. Nice. That means that... Okay, there they are. We're gonna go ahead and put this at fastest pace possible. I don't really have to like wait on this. So then the blue slugs. Do I have any in inventory? No. Okay. Hopefully something decent. Deuterium ingots. I'll be honest, neither one are as good. Let's check the I'm gonna check the tier list on both of them. I think, yeah, that's D-tiered and then fused wire. D tier as well. It really doesn't matter which one we take, they're both pretty garbage. We kind of cop an L regardless, which that is fine. It happens. We got 3 more tries. Okay, I'll take those 9 and then go here. Then we'll convert the purple ones or the yellow ones. I do like this because it gives us more of the power shards, which means we can overclock more. Granted, our power grid cannot support us overclocking a whole bunch. We need to upgrade the power grid a lot. Yeah, see, we're gonna be producing so many of these. We're already at 53, so yeah, so each one of these produces 10, and then I do believe that should bring us, yeah, God, we have so many. I actually feel gluttonous to have this many just sitting around. We also have a nuke obelisk, which would be I want to find a use for it that justifies me using it. I haven't found a use for it yet, so I gotta come up with justification. They're hard. They're really hard to get. So if that's kind of why I need a justification to use. I hate using a late game item if it's like really don't need to. So what, we have 400 and something, and by the time this is done, yeah. Gee. I have so many. I could like put one in almost all my machines, and still probably have some left over actually. But hopefully we're getting to where we're not gonna be collecting as many of these, because they're everywhere. These things are literally everywhere. I mean, it's hard to avoid them. All right, cool. We have that, and we end at 463 of these things. Actually, even more because I haven't taken out the 66. Okay, cool. God, it's crazy going that I've went from Hollow Knight to playing this. It's like a drastic change in everything. Clean pipeline board. Probably grab that eventually. Okay, so these are just factory things. I'll be honest, there's really not that much that stands out that we like really need. Which makes me sad because, I mean, missed opportunity, you know? I'll be honest, the Novelist pack ain't a bad price either. Heck, oh, don't want to do that. What does it take to make a manufacturer? Okay, cool. So, oh, that's not what I... Let's place this down. I want to start with computers. Okay. So it takes 4 to do, like, really beef up the amount. If we put 4 in here, does it like quadruple our output? I'm actually willing to take the risk on the power grid for that. Oh, only 2 times. Okay, it'd still be worth it, really. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go stock up on everything that's needed for a computer right now. Which means we're gonna go up here, we're gonna grab all the cable we can hold. What else do we need for a computer? Okay, we'll just have to carry the circuit boards on us. We don't have a lot of circuit boards, but we should have plenty. And then I am just going to launch over there. We're just going to hook up to the power grid. And from there, we'll just kind of awkwardly set up. We'll make it work. It'll be jank for now. But we already have the setups and hookups and everything over here, so therefore... Oh god, it's lagging. Okay, well... I love how I keep saying that every time I come over here, and I have to ask, like, oh, I wonder why it's lagging, you know? Definitely not traveling hundreds of blocks almost instantly. Okay, we'll hook up to this one. I need the manufacturer right there. We'll just directly hook up into this. And I'll grab power from here, hook it up there. Okay, we're gonna be building computers, and I want as much as I can get. Okay, cool. This isn't the best method to go about getting computers. Obviously, if you're playing, you want a factory that just kind of leads into everything. But it'll be fine. It's kind of, like I said, temporary purpose. Temporary purposes. All right. But other than that, but yeah, we have the 42 computers on us, but this should be like doubling our output. So yeah, there we go. Eventually we'll have to build a base that has everything here that can do the plastics and the cable. Actually, the cables are easy. The circuit boards, essentially. Which the petroleum coke, actually the silicate in general, and the copper sheets is not a bad recipe. It's a very easy recipe. Which means that we can completely cut out some of the plastic needed. So we only need 100, and then after that we will essentially we'll have researched everything that we can until next phase. And that, I think that would be a good push for us to like actually focus on the factories and stuff and actually make progress towards that next phase, because that's the holdup right now. It's very easy to not want to build a factory because they're a lot of work, especially like these later game factories with the computers. They just take up so much space. But essentially, that's why we have the building that I built over here. This thing, the 65 by 65. This will be expanding out further into the world. We may even be pushing like the world border, because I would like to be able to have stuff like run from the map over to here, so that way we can kind of have a condensed building area. We can take a lot of the guesswork out of it. You can just go to one place, see what's manufacturing there. I don't know if we'll have enough to get to the goal that we're shooting for, the 50. I'm hoping we do. We have a long way to go though. I'm so glad to hear I'm not the only one. This is literally the only place that I have plastic in my world right now, so I'm literally just having to set up base here just to make these computers. Because after I get this blueprint Mark II, I'll be done with all the research, and then I have to focus on phase 3. But I want to do adaptive control unit factory, so therefore that's handled. I need to go and do versatile framework as well. I haven't really figured out what's a good number to be producing per minute. All of them are like 2 per minute. That's pretty much it. I also need to do the heavy modular frame one, but the problem is I keep getting alternate recipes to make things simple, but I'm never actually building the factory that's needed in the first place. It's like, oh yeah, this is great because this is simple. I'm shipping plastic across the map in so many conveyors. Oh no. What was the other one that we got? It was the automatic wiring. I think that was yeah, it was speed wiring. This was another one that we got. I'm just shooting and hoping that we have enough to make it to 50 computers. Because if we can make it to 50 computers, then I'll have enough to completely just handle that section of the research, I'll have nothing that I can procrastinate on. You and me both. I don't know which one of these are better, or if I should just scan. The best part is I tried to cheese earlier by saving and like rescanning over and over. I didn't even get anything good. I just got the same garbage that I always get. It does lag when I'm like launching in the hypertube can over here, but other than that, it like straightens out pretty quick. This is what I'm worried about though, is I don't have any plastics being made anymore. I have these little... Yeah, stop scanning after 3 of them. I've went to some sketchy places to get hard drives. There was this like giant radiation charger like right up around this area. Worst thing I've ever had to deal with in the game. I actually end up awkwardly building walls around it, hoping that I could block it in just long enough for me to unload the like 1,500 bullets that I had in my inventory at him. I did end up killing him, but it didn't feel like it was a very earned kill. Yeah. I hate the ones that have radiation because it makes it so much harder to deal with, because you're constantly worrying about them throwing rocks at you, getting too close because they'll start doing radiation damage. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta cheese. I'll be honest. We'll just scan another hard drive. I don't wanna... I'm not gonna act like these are bad necessarily. I wouldn't mind having the concrete one, but I already have a concrete factory set up, so therefore I really don't know how useful it'll be. The compacted coal, that's expensive. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have that like vast supply of sulfur just everywhere. You've made it pretty far in the game, right? So there's these little veins in the ground that I haven't figured out how to work. You can't like place an extractor or anything on them because they're like flat in the ground, but it still says that there's like a resource there that you can access. Oh, phase 4. Oh, that sucks. Dang it, man. I'll be honest, that's not really what I was hoping for. Really? Ah, that sucks. I hate hearing that. Because there's so many untapped resources in the ground that I'm not able to access, and it sucks. It's really heartbreaking. I'll be honest, I don't know what the in-game goal is for me. I don't know if like when I call it me playing, if it's like once I beat the game fully, or if it's like once I'm like, okay, cool, obviously I want to keep playing, but I definitely need to like have... I know Satisfactory has such a niche community, and it's an amazing community, but I also like, I don't know, it's hard to grow. It feels like it's hard to grow sometimes on Satisfactory, just because there's just not that. I'll be honest, I'm reloading. Maybe I can get lucky. I doubt that. Keep getting distracted and trying to improve places I'm at. Yeah. I feel really bad because if I had $1 for every single time I've put down on stream that I'm going for this factory or I'm working towards this factory, and then I don't end up building that factory at all on stream, it's like I'm like, this sucks. Never mind. Thankfully I did figure out on the calculator that I could do yeah, like set it up to, I didn't know what a good versatile framework number was. I'm still thinking like 50 is a decent. I didn't know that you could like sync from your save file in game, so like it just lowers the cost of everything. I like all the alternate recipes. I feel like 50 would be good. I mean, they're not really. God, I actually want to cry. These are so bad. It's unreal how bad these are. Exactly. It's like, oh, I could do that. I could rework this too and get more of this resource. And do I really need that one right now? I could just make this by hand, it's exactly how we end up in this case. It's why I have a manufacturer by itself in the middle of my fuel factory making computers, because this is the only place that makes plastic right now. It's the only place that makes plastic in the whole world. I'm actually gonna just leave that because I would rather this just stay here and hopefully not curse my next hard drive that I do. I never looked how much power this pulls. 220 megawatts for it being summer slooped. You're shipping plastic from there to the plains where I started. Okay. God, that's a long trip. I don't know, it's not too bad. I love the spiders. The spiders are, I know a lot of people probably hate the spiders in the game, but I have to say the spiders are really funny because like it's the commitment to the jump. Like when they jump after you, they don't hold back. They full send, and it's just I just don't get. They will actively die just to like chase you down. And it's like, why? I know we're an enemy. I get that, but it's like we can actively easily dodge them. And yeah, I need to. Is there a way to set up get them as cats for most of your playthrough? I'm tempted to switch it to cats. Honestly, I actually didn't know about that feature until a friend pointed out to me, and it's like, yeah, you can just do that. I don't know. I don't get too creeped out too easily, but yeah, they're definitely not like anything that I would love to run up and give a hug to. That's for sure. That's like the last thing I really want to do. Like I said, this is my concrete factory, and I just don't feel like it's really worth me going and getting water to convert some of the limestone and water into the concrete. Like I said, it does good on its own. It's like still 400 and something concrete a minute, so I actually don't even have room for the concrete at this point. It's kind of some obsession. I didn't need that much concrete, but alright, cool. That is sent off, so we don't have to worry about that. So these are completely finished.
The Blueprint Mark II improves upon the Mark I in every dimension, except for the metaphysical ones.
So we are completely researched. We only have phase 3 to complete left. And we even have a bunch of these, I went and did more Mercer Sphere collecting. Let's see. Okay, so I just need more of these steel pipes and then some reanimated Sam. I hope. Okay, you would know since you're probably you're way further than I am. Does Sam ever become useful? I feel like it has like it plays such a little role in the game right now that I just don't really. I hope that it does, and I hope that it would, but it just doesn't seem like there's a big use for it at the moment. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of some of these. I'm cool with carrying like 400 wire. I'm not cool with carrying that. Okay, and we'll go and grab some of the Sam. Like I said, because I feel like this is a very basic setup for it. Because I really just haven't run into very many use cases for Sam. I'm sure there are. It's wireless use for it, but I haven't looked at into it much. Okay. It was just kind of one of those things I was curious about because it feels like it's just kind of wasteful just to even. I'm not gonna say it's wasteful to have it in the game, but it just doesn't feel like I benefit at all from it. Granted, I need to turn it into the just have it automatically turn into a fluctuator. That way I don't have to do this every single time that I want to. It's not an optimal way to go live life. Doing this, I'll be honest, it kind of sucks. I especially hate doing stuff like by hand. It doesn't really. It's a slow process. Okay, cool. I'll go ahead and make these until I can't anymore. That way I can just hopefully be close enough to research the next thing. This will add stacks to my. Add another stack to my like dimensional depots, so I can add an extra stack. I was hoping when I researched the speed I could get so fast that I wouldn't notice it not having the ability to store a bunch. Yeah, that's not how it ended up working out at all. Ethereum computer. Yeah, mid. Even more mid. Wow. Man, we are just getting some stinkers. I mean, if I was producing a lot of rubber, then that would be really great. But I'll be honest, I'm really not. I guess I could just, yeah, we'll just leave them. You have a bunch of rubber you never used. Well, if you need a recipe, rubber concrete, the way to go apparently. It doesn't produce hardly at all. It's a very low production rate. Alright, cool.
Dimensional expansion increased to 200%. Refining manipulation of SAM allows us to now deconstruct non-living matter down to its atomic components in one dimension, and store it in basic bound states in another.
We do not resonate with the tribute song. Do not worship at the window. Desecrate our temple gifts. This shallow serenade is sour and salt.
Okay, cool.
My intention was not to encroach, if that is what upsets you, nor was it to dispose of material I do not waste.
hopefully this is worth it, all the upgrades for the Dimensional Depot. I'm honestly just kind of searching for stuff that I can finish so that the MAM is done. I can like get closer to where it's just finished and out of the way. Obviously, I won't be able to finish it until I get like time crystals or whatever the thing is for like the last thing for the research on slugs. I don't even know when you get time crystals, so I feel like my best bet's just probably not wanting to know either. Okay, cool. Nice.
Dimensional expansion increased to 300%. New understanding of matter manipulation technology allows the dimensional
Okay, cool.
storage to deconstruct all matter to the subatomic
I know it's like right here.
elementary particles until the part is recalled.
It's like, man, that's
Into deeper layers, shallow matter contains window symphonies and void songs and deep echoes.
It is fascinating what one can find out simply by looking closer.
oh, I can just research that like literally right now. Huh. What are these containers? Empty fluid tank. Do I have the stuff to make a fluid tank? What was it that I needed? Just the casings. I'm assuming I probably don't have what it takes to make a fluid tank. Let's grab a bunch of casings and walk over. I like trying to focus on them. There's no way. That is actually insane. Can I make 40 ammo? Okay, yeah, I can make like 75. I was about to say that's if I'm gonna have to go all the way back to that factory just to get 40 bullets. Okay, not bad.
Turbo rifle ammo unlocked. The pioneer ammo of choice when obstacles are numerous and time is short. Panic and imminent death often negatively affect.
Do you know much about ionized fuel?
This ammo meets the human experience with fix-it efficiency.
Do I have fluid? Can I make fluid tanks? Do I even? Okay, is fluid tank something that I make, or is it like part of the packager? Okay, I think. Yeah, I would assume that the time crystals are probably like late game, like super far. Honestly, I would guess like probably like tier 9. That's kind of my thinking. Okay, cool. We'll just make a packager and see kind of what we can see about it. Ouch. Yeah, I don't really have any. I don't think I can make those yet. Seems like the fluid things are kind of out of our research capabilities, so yeah. Adaptive control, versatile frameworks. God, the versatile frameworks are gonna kill me, aren't they? Whoa, I can't remember what it was. What did it take for versatile frameworks? 1 and then 12. Yeah, that checks out, honestly. Was there a cheaper... Do I have a cheaper recipe for these frames? Modular frame. I don't think it was ever the frames that I was lacking in. I think it was more the I think it was the issue of like getting the right amount of beams or whatever it is over there. Yeah, it was getting the, it's definitely getting the steel pipes or whatever, or the, yeah, these. Okay, we'll just... These are really nice little cubbies for me to be able to get to the top of my factory without having to. As far as smart plating, we have plenty. Got a full container. So maybe I should do like right here. I think I would go back and like add that on. Definitely, it's a. For now, though, I don't see any point in not having the ability to just. Do I want to just run it like this down here? Oh, that's right. I forgot. I have to like do this foundation. We'll do this, and then I'm gonna have to double my water pipes to set up another group of plastic refiners. Oh no. Oh, your pumps. See, I remember when, before I did the fuel, I didn't realize how close I was to being able to research the fuel. So when I had full intention of staying coal power until nuclear, I was going to build 80 what was it? I think it was like 80 something coal gens. That's what it was, 80 coal gens. I had like plans for like 80 coal gens and stuff. And I was happy with how it was gonna work, but I definitely felt like it was gonna be weird. We'll just get rid of this. That wasn't exactly how I wanted to set this up. But we're just gonna kind of. Oh, you had tier 1 pipes earlier. The line choking it. Yeah, the as soon as I got the tier 2 pipes, I was just like, I feel like if I don't use them, I'm gonna forget, and then there's gonna be like a giant chokehold, and I'm gonna freak out and not know what I did wrong. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna immediately use them. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, we're gonna run out of steel beams. I don't produce very many steel beams from this factory, and I feel like that's not. Yeah, try to upgrade where I go, but it kills it. Yeah, I don't have very good luck upgrading stuff in my world, because I find every time I go to upgrade something, I end up killing my power grid or something else that's important. Ooh, can I just summer slip these? 10 per minute, not bad. Okay, now we get to do the stupid thing and have the I'm gonna be honest, it's not like it's gonna look good, or it's more for like practical purpose than anything. So no one judge. We don't have enough industrial beams. Okay. Hopefully this factory's still going over here. I just need it to go over there. That's all I need. Oh cool. It's actually caught up quite a bit. A lot of my stuff isn't optimized the way it should be, and I do fault myself for that because it's a laziness issue. I kind of panic when I see recipes be like, oh, a fully optimized factory is like, you need 40 of these machines. It's like, oh, I don't want to build 40 of those machines. I don't want to build the ones I got. That's okay, that will go through my stockpile of these beams real quick. So do I have a decent stockpile? Yeah, I like to think I do. Not actually, never mind, not really. We're gonna delete this, merge with this, put it like this. Then I want these to just, any excess I have, I want it to just go here to help keep up with the flow. Because we don't got enough to keep up with it. Maybe yeah, I should do residual fuel instead of petroleum coke. Yeah, I will say the temptation to do residual fuel is it's high. Can I? Let's see. I'm gonna overclock these. I just have to hope that. Also, I meant to ask. Do you have a lot of like power shards? I have a unbelievable amount of power shards that I like don't use. Like I literally have 463 here. I just haven't placed them really anywhere. Haven't felt the need to like place them. So these will produce 25 per minute. Okay, so it's a choke point at my current plastic setup. Oh. Yeah, that might change things a bit. Okay, let's do some math here, guys. So 25 a minute. So if I waited, so theoretically, nowhere near 400. Oh, you're good. Let's see. Do I have a choke? I don't think I have a choke on anything either. Like, really. Everything seems to be... That's probably what I should have done in the first place, is just kind of combine these two. That way any of my excess go here. We have quite a few. These kind of served as a buffer, so... So if I needed it for 60? I need this to, okay, I need 75, right? So I need, so 4,500. Theoretically, if this ran for a full 60 minutes, I would need 4,500 of these. So I should hopefully be close to that number. If I'm close to that number, then that means that I can leave this and I will have the versatile frameworks done, which means I have a big chunk of what I was dreading out of the way. Crazy enough, I'm actually not dreading the engines or whatever it is. I don't think the engines would be bad. Yeah, the modular engines. I don't think it's expensive. It's not too bad though. I have the smart plating under wraps easily. The adaptive control units with the speed wiring, that will speed it up a lot. And with the heavy encased frames, I have crystal. Honestly, I don't figure it's worth even using the crystal computer. Maybe. Let me see. What does it take to make a... or whatever thing the thingamabob's called. Okay, I mean, AI limiter is pretty cheap. It's always the rubber. I haven't figured that out. It's everything calls for rubber. Everything that you wouldn't think would have anything to do with a rubber. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're only 100, so do we only need like what, 200 computers? Here, I think that's right. Adaptive. So we only need 100 heavy modular frames as well. That's the wiring is going to be the most expensive. Okay, yeah, I mean that's pretty cut and dry to me. I feel like it's not too terrible. Let's check on our frames. Our frames are another thing that I was always concerned about because we kind of have a weird setup on the frames that where we're not producing a whole lot. All right. Okay. Are any being brought up? That's the better question. Is this factory even on? I think I'm pulling from stockpile, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't think this factory is even functional right this second. Oh, no, it's not. Max consumption 5,045. I don't think I've seen this drop to that low, so therefore I'm feeling comfortable leaving this on. If we run into an issue with it, then we're really gonna be screwed. I need to build the power floor as well. That's something that I gotta get done. So hopefully we'll have some of these come in. Yeah, okay. It's replacing them, not quick, but it is replacing them. So okay, so 25 per minute. So 90 minutes at 25. Yeah, we could. Yeah, I think that's decent. I mean, obviously we're not going to need the full 120 minutes, so maybe let's just go like 100 minutes times the 25. Yeah, exactly 100 minutes. And we have the 2500 that we need for the tower or the whatever it is, space elevator. Ooh, it's 500. Never mind. I didn't realize that on the engines. That is a bigger number than I thought it was. 2 of these motors. Okay. Let's go over to the MAM. I'll go ahead and research the last hard drive. It really doesn't feel like it's cheaper. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, yes, technically it is cheaper. If you want to be cutting hairs here. But I don't think it's really that. Rigger motor. Okay, so apparently, based off of the tier list, it actually is decent. So yeah, we'll just go with that, which makes sense because as far as steel cast plates, uh, okay, so those are B tier, and then rubber concrete D tier. So essentially, I know it sounds weird. I'm using a tier list to kind of like determine whether or not something's worth me taking. Just because I found that that's like the easiest method to go about it. Is that I can just have like a basic tier list and get an idea of if something's worth it, or if like there's little gripes in the community of Satisfactory about, oh, this one did this, so it's not really worth having it for yada 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 reason. Which is actually quite a few. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some more packaged turbo fuel. We've kind of used up all of ours. You'd love to see it. Okay, I'm just gonna grab, yeah, 400 should be fine. Oh, I forgot that there's Mercer spheres around here, I think. Are there? Really? Oh, yeah, there is. Just... How did I not get that one? Oh my god, we're actually at ammo. Whoa. Have I been that careless with ammo? Ooh. There's no way. There's no way. Okay, we'll try the homing. I wouldn't mind. Oh my god, yeah, that's significantly better. Do I have any rebar maybe? Okay, we're just gonna... All right, that actually worked out pretty well. I'm not upset about how that worked.
Harvest the scripture. Compose it into a blood song.
Okay, so what was the next thing that we needed for Mercer spheres? Was it... Can't remember the number. 13. Okay, 13. All right, you know, we got that one, so we should probably go get some ammo, actually. I can't believe that we don't have any ammo. We've literally used that much ammo. Maybe I should be happy that I made a full factory for it. I didn't think I would like it, but it is a very spammy weapon, so therefore it kind of does check out. It's nice not having to deal with something you can just spam click a bunch and it's just your problem's gone essentially. You had an issue and now you don't. It's... Yeah, we'll just we'll head over here, and I think we'll just catapult to the ammo factory. That way we can just go over there, grab as much ammo as we can. I can store ammo too now, so probably would be worth setting up like a dimensional depot or something along those lines. That way we're not kind of randomly out all the time. Yeah, we only have the homing, which sucks because I gotta save that stuff. I hate using the little bit that I did. All right. So yeah, we're already at 370 something. That is what I'm talking about. I'm not even gonna use a mercer sphere because I don't want to. I'm still needing them, so therefore I don't want to waste them. Okay, we're slow down a little bit. I can't remember what we replaced our rebar gun with, or like as far as like what use wise. Oh, each of these had their own. Yeah. Oh, that's right. It was probably like a food or something. Usually, I'm pretty good at storing the food, like food. To all right, that should do it for that. Oh, we already used up all of our homing. Man, that sucks. It's so expensive too, so it's like we kind of just dropped the ball. Hopefully we can we store this many? We can. Perfect. Okay. 1500 is a really good storage on ammo. We need to go check on that. Our dog, I bet too. See what he's doing. I haven't seen him in a long time. Yeah, I definitely hate traveling all the way over here to just have to like run back. But now that we have like 1500 upload into the cloud, that means we can just kind of focus on the normal playing aspect of the game and just. All right, we'll go up here. Wow. Okay, I need to remember how to do that. That's. Ooh, another hard drive down. Hopefully something good. Probably not though. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there. It's probably not anything worthwhile. They rarely ever are. But we will go ahead and check on that. Place the mam down. Dude, I don't want to deal with you. We'll just hop up here. All right. Compacted. Neither one's really worth. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so compacted still ingots a B tier. Diluted. What's kind of the diluted packaged fuel? Sitting at C tier. Yeah, I didn't really figure it was very popular. So we'll just kind of. Okay, we'll do it. We'll go ahead and. Okay, we'll let that auto save go. We'll save. We'll go ahead and scan or reroll. Now that might be better. Steel rotor. Okay, how many times is... And then we want to see the quick wire stator. Wow, man. That is that's an F tier. That's an F tier. That's crazy. The quick wire stator is not apparently a community liked recipe at all. Jesus, I was not ready for that. I could see how the steel rotor would be nice. So I think what we'll do is we'll try it, give it a chance, and load game back, and hope maybe we get better luck this upcoming time. All right, fingers crossed. Flexible heavy. Oh my god, yeah, that's so much worse. I'd rather have the other recipes. We'll just reload again. Hopefully we can get something that we've already had, or even... Why would I actively go out of my way to want to produce more screws, you know? I don't want to do that. I don't think I've ever heard a person in this game beg to, like, I don't make enough screws. I want to make more. I'm actively trying to get screws out of my crafting. Granted, I do have a floor that does create a unreal amount of screws. Besides the point, really not the... Okay. We'll do the plastic smart plating. Is that... Okay, so that's A tier. So, I have so many... Is it worth getting plastic smart plating? Actually, you know, maybe we just leave it and we just hold on to it, and I'll just leave it. I've been trying to re-roll and I've got nothing but garbage. So I'm using like a it's a weird thing to use. Steam had the Satisfactory community has compiled a tier list of the best alternate recipes from S tier, of course, to F, and like essentially the reasons why you won't want certain recipes. And that's actively what I've been going off of. As bad as it sounds. If you don't stop shooting, they never let them know your next move. I like that. That's what we're talking about. I'll be taking that summer sloop and I'm out of here. I feel like I just committed a crime. I don't feel like that was really necessary. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't get exposed to a whole lot of I get exposed to YouTube shorts. That's pretty much it. So usually whatever a person can teach me in the span of a YouTube short, that's It's pretty much what you'll see me. Like the coal and stuff like that. Coal factory was like easy because I learned how to do the coal factory stuff based off of a YouTube short that I saw. And a guy like incredibly breaking it down for me. It's like, oh, you know, you need this, this, and this, and this for 8 generators. So just, you know, I'm like, nice. I like that. I like the small and my attention span apparently is gone because if I can only consume Satisfactory content through YouTube Shorts, that's a problem. Now there's a few videos for Satisfactory that I wouldn't mind checking out. Like there's one where it's like person giving advice with like 30,000 hours in the game or this or that. Of just little tips and tricks that helped. Like there was one thing for like blueprints where it's like you could like weirdly select a dismantle mode, yeah, like blueprint, and then you could duplicate the blueprint by hitting the middle mouse button. So if you need like fast duplicate blueprints a bunch, and it's like, okay, that's an easy way to go about it. Really, I have to say the versatile framework's going pretty smoothly. Let's go check on our stock of everything. I'll be honest, I'm not making a bunch of frames here. This is not the frame factory that I have ever had in mind. Okay, I mean, we're replacing what we use, but not in a great deal. Yeah, that's what it was. I have so many screws. I have excess screws, like actively being brought here. Is this the screw floor? No, okay, it's not. Default. Oh, this down here is, that's right. Yeah, this is the screw floor. So, what was it? Each of these produce like, I can't remember what the number is for each. It's, I mean, you can tell how many screws they produce because it's idle. Actually, all these are idle for the most part. I wish I would have done this a bit differently. I don't like really having. I've heard there's all. I've been slowly getting alt recipes that remove screws, but it's a very slow process. Thankfully, I've got some of the like later game alt recipes that remove them, like heavy modular frames. I have a recipe that it will not use any screws, which stuff like that's going to be really helpful. I hate to say it, unfortunately on this, it's kind of like just waiting. It's a wait game for this doing its thing. I'm hoping that I don't run out of these steel beams, otherwise it'll kind of bring production down a bit. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think I've made it through a full container yet. No, I haven't. We're pulling from stock essentially. We pretty much have most of this stuff already. Just store it away. I'm very big on the storage thing, so. But I think I did the math where it's like for it to be like 25 a minute. I have to leave this going for 100 minutes. And if it does not slow down and it produces the 25 for the full. True. That's probably honestly my best bet. Actually, I might go ahead and look at doing that. I can't remember how many summer slips it took. Was it okay? It was 2, definitely. Oh, I have 3 on me. Okay, then I'll just grab some of these. I have the stuff to enough stuff to split off, and yeah, we'll just kind of awkwardly place this here. Without sloops. Yeah. Yeah. I'd done the math on how long I was gonna have to wait if I didn't use summer sloops. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to. This is unbelievable. I didn't think it would be that bad. I was really hoping I could deal with it the amount of time. You know what, just for this case, we're just gonna. Okay, and then I'm going to merger, right? Yeah, there we go. We'll just merger this. There we go. It's a bit weird, but it works. Because once this is, I have full intention of actually building a versatile framework factory and everything, so I don't have to keep pulling from this. Obviously, I have the resources here. It's just the biggest thing is going to be if I run out of steel beams. That was the biggest concern that I had about using everything, like this whole system, because I don't produce that many steel beams where I'm at. I haven't set up a steel beam like full-on production. It's kind of like a it'll produce a few here and there. But yeah, this is okay. I think we should be fine. So what, I can literally cut down the time in half now. Okay, so I'm producing 50 per minute now. Yay. 50, so yeah. 50 minutes. Actually obviously less time than that, because I don't have to. I'm already close enough to 1,000 that it really don't make that big of a what, so yeah, like 25 minutes, 30 minutes maybe, roughly. Obviously that's if everything's going non-stop, which it should. Honestly, AFKing may be the way to go, at least for these. Yeah, we'll just go with the. I'll set up some plastic and stuff at some point to deal with those. All right, I think I'm going. As bad as it sounds, I think I'm gonna wrap. I've been on this for almost right at 3 hours, and I have full intention of probably AFKing until my versatile frameworks is fully done. Oh, man. All right, I think I'm gonna call it. I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate all the advice. I appreciate everyone hanging out. It's always a pleasure. Like I said, I'm gonna have this left up in the background. It'll be the only way I can ever get it done. So I'm ending on TikTok and YouTube. So thank you all.